it's me, Jacqueline. Welcome to episode 4 of Jacqueline Eats. I'm so excited you're here. If you've been following me, I've been doing these live shows. They're awesome. I just get to share with you guys what I've been working on at home, and it's awesome. So I've gotten a few feedback, a few comments about some things, and I just wanted to like jump right in and just talk about it and get it out in the air. And I know that I'm not perfect, and here's what the great thing is: nobody is, and it's awesome. And I try to show you like who I am exactly as I am without putting on a show, without putting on a front. Like, this is me and all of my imperfections. Like, I know I have wrinkles, and I know my nose is kind of big, and I know I have like vampire teeth, and I know that my face turns red when I talk about myself, and that's okay. I want you to see me. I want you to see that I am not perfect by any means. And I want to talk about my eyebrows and my wrinkles. And this is such a random, weird story, but people kind of comment on it. And I have grown to actually like my wrinkles and not hate them. And this is big for me because a couple years ago I was looking at Botox, and I was looking at just different things to fix my wrinkles. And I got to this point where I was like, Jacqueline, you're 30, 31, 32 years old. I am 32 years old, and I am allowed to have wrinkles. I am allowed to be imperfect. Ooh. I'm allowed to be imperfect, and if this is something that you struggle with, like always trying to be perfect, always feeling like you're not enough, you need to read this book. I bought this book for probably 4 or 5 friends, and I tell every one of my coaching clients to read this book, and I've actually probably read it full all the way through one time and gone back to it like 2 or 3 times, just different passages. And so this is another passage that I've just been thinking about, and it says, when we're happy and all in love with ourselves, we can't be bothered with the bullshit, our own or other people's. Imagine what our world would look like if everyone loved themselves so much that they weren't threatened by other people's opinions or skin colors or sexual preferences or talents or education or possessions or lack of possessions or religious beliefs or customs or their general tendency to just be whoever the hell they are. So this is me. Sometimes I would get nervous about showing me working out or me cooking. Let me just fix that before we go on. Me cooking, but like, this is me, and I feel like I need to show people this, and if people are bothered by it, they don't have to watch, and that's the great thing. So if there's something you're working on and you're worried that other people are going to be bothered by it, you're worrying that other people are judging you, who cares? Those people do not matter in your life if they're going to be bothered by the things, the awesome, amazing things that you're doing. So with that, let's get started today. I'm going to show you how to make 3 quick meals, emphasis on the word quick. Now, these do take a little bit of prep, not a lot. As you know, someone else commented like, Jacqueline, you don't actually cook anything on your show. You're right, this is more of an assembly show, and I want to show you that you don't have to be this awesome cook, this person with like mad kitchen skills or nice skills or know a lot about cooking to be able to make healthy meals, to be able to make like easy meals that taste good. I think a lot of people think that they don't have time to make meals, and I want this show to help break through that alternative fact. So what I have for you today is I prepped some chicken in our crock pot. We just threw chicken breast in there, put some chicken broth in there. I like to look for chicken broth that has pretty simple ingredients, everything that I can read. So I like Trader Joe's, other brands have it too, totally fine. And basically we threw that in the crock pot, we cleaned our apartment, we went to Joann Fabrics, we went downstairs and watched the Falcons play, and that chicken cooked. I'm not the type of person that likes to stand in front of the stove. I like to set it, forget it, and then I'm gonna come back to it and use that. So chicken is awesome. Any protein that you have can work for these meals. We use chicken because it's pretty versatile. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna show you. So first of all, if you've never made crock pot chicken, it's pretty simple. You throw it in there, and then you're just using this as a protein. So once you have this protein, you can shred it up like this, and because it's slowly cooked, it'll shred up pretty easily. And then once you have this, you can basically do a bunch of different meals, and that's what I'm gonna show you today. So I'm gonna finish shredding that up, and because I cooked it just in chicken broth, it doesn't have a lot of spices on it, and that will make it pretty versatile. If I had cooked it in barbecue sauce, then I could only use it to make barbecue chicken. But because it's pretty plain like this and it just has like salt and a little bit of spice on it, I'm gonna add all of the flavor when I start cooking. So, all right. I got my handy dandy red container. This is for protein. So I'm gonna scoop this in, and I basically show you how to make meals for one. I think that's, a lot of people struggle with that. Like, what do I do for one person? If I was making this for me and Paul, I would definitely double up. If I was making this for a family of 4, I would, you know, obviously make 4 servings. If you have kids, maybe your servings are gonna be a little bit smaller, or if you are following a bigger meal plan, you might have bigger meals. Okay, so Paul is gonna follow me over here, and we heated this up, let me see, a little bit, and I'm just gonna throw that on here. And look, that's a lot of chicken going there. And I'm gonna add a couple of things. So this recipe actually, it is inspired by my friend Kit. Hey Kit. Kit made this really awesome chicken for her birthday party a couple years ago with orange. And that's basically this. I think Kit made that in the crock pot. I'm gonna throw some spices on there. And this is just like a really simple taco spice that we made. I like to make my own just so it doesn't have MSG in it. But if you don't have the time to make your own, then use a taco packet. You'll be fine. So I'm going to get that going. And then the other thing I'm going to do is cauliflower rice. So this has already been thawed, and I'm going to throw this on the stove and get that going. There's just a little bit of olive oil in there. I really like this cauliflower rice because there's nothing in it besides cauliflower rice and salt. I think Green Giant has a cauliflower bag out there in major grocery stores, and those are pretty good too. So that's definitely an alternative if you don't have a Trader Joe's by you. Sometimes people don't know what to do with cauliflower rice when they get it. Basically, anything that you would do with regular rice, those same flavors you can put on cauliflower rice. I would say you definitely need to mix cauliflower rice with something. It does not taste good on its own at all. So I got my vegetables going, I got my chicken going. I might throw a little water on there actually. Get that going. And I want you guys to notice the time. Like, this is definitely something that does not take a lot of time. Because all the cauliflower is cut up for me, because all the peppers are cut up for me, I'm not spending that much time. I basically thawed that in the microwave, and now I'm going to add a little bit of green chilies. If you don't like spice, then don't add them. It's up to you. And then I'm going to add some salsa. I try to look for salsa that is just tomatoes and spices and salt. I try to avoid, you know, fake ingredients, anything that I can't really read, I try to avoid. And I know on 21 Day Fix, they count salsa as a, oops, I'm kind of a slob. They count it as a purple, as a fruit, because sometimes there's added sugar in salsa. I picked one that did not have added sugar, so I am not counting this at all. This is just kind of like a freebie. And also, because I have all of that salsa there, I don't need a ton of spices in here. That salsa kind of spiced it up, and I wouldn't actually add any salt. I know I add salt to a lot of things, but this one we should be pretty good on. All right, I'm gonna let that cook. Check on my chicken, and you know what? I just remembered, I am actually gonna throw some more chicken in there. Because I am making 2 things of chicken. So I'm going to show you how to make chicken tacos, chicken nachos, and a bunch of other things. You had a homework assignment before this. If you did not do it, it was basically, think of all of the things that you can make with chicken. Once you have this base, you can make a bunch of things, and you don't have to worry about meal planning. If you have these things in your back pocket, it's like teachers. You know, you're supposed to show up with lesson plans done, but sometimes things happen, but you have things in your back pocket to do in case you need to fill educational time with something educational. So that's kind of how I started with these meals. Is I don't have time to flip through Pinterest. I don't have time to flip through cookbooks and make these super awesome crafted meals, but I can make pretty decent meals just by using the same ingredients. I mean, these are pretty much the same ingredients that I've used in past episodes, but I'm just recycling them to make something new. All right, I think we're good. All right, so we're gonna let those go. Let me move this out of the way. And cool. Okay, so like I said, these are awesome. I would definitely recommend those. They're super helpful. Okay, so last episode I talked about doing lunch and dinners. I try to do veggie, protein, and carb, and in that order. So I want to go big on the veggie, a little bit on the carb, and then a little bit on the protein, and then a little bit on the carb. I eat that way because it's cheaper. I feel a lot more full when I eat vegetables from all the fiber, and it makes me feel good. So I'm gonna scoop this out, and that's all vegetables. Like, that's awesome. Look, yum. I might do two. I might do a side salad. I'm gonna leave it like this, but I promise you, if you fill up on these parts of your meal, you will feel a lot more energized. You will not be spending as much money on groceries. All right, so these are some tortillas from Trader Joe's. I usually guesstimate around 120 calories, around 20 to 25 carbs is a serving of carbohydrates. So I am going to assemble this over here. Let me do it this way. Now remember, I had 2 reds of chicken in here, so I am just gonna eyeball it, and I'm gonna put chicken on there. Yum. Chicken on here. And I still have more chicken to put on here. I could even just put the chicken on top of the rice if I wanted. That would be another awesome idea, is just to make a rice bowl with this. So that's a lot of food. And then I have all my toppings here, so I might put some lettuce on there, my tomatoes. If you spend 15 minutes cutting these things up on Sunday, then you have them for the whole week, and then you can use them for other meals. So you're not just using it just for this meal, you're using it for the whole week. So that will help you save on time. And then my blue container, this is where we go overboard. I mean, who doesn't love cheese? It's delicious. Oof. It's just that we don't really need it. So I'm gonna sprinkle some cheese on there. And then, where's my avocado? If I want, I can dice up an avocado and put that on there too. We always put hot sauce on our meals just to give it a little bit more flavor. So that's one meal right there. So I'm gonna just set that here. And then my next meal I'm gonna show you is nachos. So we are big on nachos. We love nachos. We used to get nachos at the movie theater all the time. We used to make our own nachos. You can still have nachos. There's nothing wrong with having a little treat meal. And notice I said treat and not cheat. Start to change the way you think about food. Food is fuel. You are not cheating on yourself if you're treating yourself the right way. So this is a treat meal. You can't have nachos every day of the week. There's no nutritional value in eating chips, but if you can eat tortilla chips and that prevents you from going crazy and eating like a bunch of awful things that are for you, then go for it. Just be mindful. So I will say, I do look at the back of the ingredients. It says, or the nutrition label, it says 11 chips is 1 serving. So I'm gonna literally count out what 11 chips looks like. Now some of them are broken, so I'm gonna have to guesstimate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, and here's the thing, look at how much, I got 2 tortillas, but that's all I get for chips. So ideally you're gonna wanna use their tortillas, but if you need that treat meal, go for this. But here's what you're gonna do is you're gonna load up on the ingredients, and you might make it like a nacho salad, and you'll be fine. Oh, where's my spoon? All right, I'm gonna put this on here. Yum. And then same thing, I'm gonna put tomatoes, and actually I should measure these out. So I'm making sure that I get all of the vegetables that I need. So maybe some peppers. You might use the peppers to scoop, however you wanna do it. Could arrange it a little bit nicer, Jacqueline, come on. It's a TV show. Sorry guys, okay. We got that. And then let me dice up the avocado and throw it on there too. Now avocado, I believe they say it's like 1/4. So let me put that on there. If you want cheese, put the cheese on there instead of the avocado. That's fine. Yum. This isn't as pretty as my usual ones. And then this is where, you guys are gonna love this. This stuff is amazing. Just a little bit. Cowboy caviar, you can make it yourself. Trader Joe's is amazing. Guys, I don't make any money from Trader Joe's. Isn't that ridiculous? I talk about them all the time and I make no money from them. I need to work on that. So these, I call these nacho peppers because you get them at the movie theater. And you load them up on your nachos. And these things are they're life-changing. They make everything taste amazing. So highly recommend jalapeno slices. All right, so that is chicken nachos. Okay, last thing I'm going to make is a wrap. So I have my bowl. One of these, one tortilla would be one serving of carbs. So you can kind of see, using whole wheat or using a corn tortilla, you're gonna get more bang for your buck. That's fine. If you want this, go for it. So I'm gonna use the chicken that I had from before. Because it doesn't have any spices on it, that's what I'm gonna do is add the spices myself. So I'm gonna put chicken, and we're gonna make a wrap with this. And so you can see, that's a lot. That is a lot. These containers look small. My friend Megan said they kind of look like jewelry boxes. I promise you, you will not be hungry if you actually look and see what you have. And actually, that is a lot to fit in a wrap. I might even put that, make like a side salad, so have a wrap and a side chicken salad and do that. So I'm gonna put some tomatoes in there. And then we talked about ranch dressing. If this is the worst thing that you're eating, go ahead and use a little bit, 2 tablespoons. I would count that as an orange, your salad dressing. You'll survive. I promise you, if this is the worst thing you're eating, you're doing all right. Buffalo sauce, same thing. It's mostly just salt. So I'm gonna put that on there, put some ranch dressing. Make this look a little bit more appetizing. Wrap it up. Yum. We got that. And remember we talked about, I like to use a separate bowl for my vegetables so that I'm eating a lot. Because if I just put, look at this. This is not a serving of vegetables. There's no nutritional value in this. The dark leafy greens, that's where you're getting the most. So I am actually going to, where's my green container? Here it is. I am going to do, fill this up so I can get more veggies and put that in there. And then I'm also gonna do, I think it's 10 baby carrots. So I'm gonna put these in here, 1, 2, 3, 4. There goes our chicken broth. Okay, cool. So here we go. Here's a meal. Throw some ranch dressing on there, dip it, you're fine. It's not perfect, it's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to be functional because there's never going to be a time in your life that things are going to be perfect. You have to make things work for you. So I just showed you how to make 3 super simple meals. I don't think I've been online for hours and hours. I believe this was pretty quick. They're all pretty tasty. And then you still, look, I still have all of this chicken and I have all of the these ingredients. So there's still like a million different things I can make. So quick things that I thought of, I could make chicken chili, I could make a rice bowl using cauliflower rice or just regular rice. I could make a stir fry, put some rice and vegetables and like Asian sauce on there and just like mix it up. So just having this protein makes things super easy. So your homework assignment, thank you Danny for posting, was to think about what things could you do with chicken. And I really want you to take a minute and think about, okay, with this tub of chicken, what could you do? And post it. I'm going to start compiling a list of other people's ideas just to see what menus or what recipes you might come up with that can inspire me. And then I'm going to share that with my 5-day group, which starts tomorrow. I know a bunch of you are in it. I'm so excited. We started today just with some cheesy icebreakers, getting to know each other. Basically, I'm thinking of this as like a 5-day mini classroom. And it's full of meal prep tips, just like I showed you, daily motivational videos, just things to get you going because life is hard and you know, we might be optimistic about this week that we're going into. We might be a little bit sad about Monday, tomorrow, but we, you have one life. That's it. One life, one chance to be on this planet. And if we look at each Monday as just, oh, I hate going to work on Monday. That's 52 Mondays in a year. That's 52 days a year that you are wasting being dreadful. And if you're dreading the whole week, that's 5 work days. That's, you know, 5 times 52. That's how many days a year you are missing out on being happy in life. So this 5-day group is just kind of a chance to bounce ideas off each other, lift each other up, support each other. And yeah, if you are lacking motivation because it's cold where you are, or you just don't know what to make for food, or you just do not feel motivated to work out because of whatever is going on in your life, you need to be in this group. I need your energy in there. I want to pass along some of my energy to you. I'm going to post a link in the comments after this show is done. Lastly, if you liked this, please press like. That lets Facebook know they should share it with other people. Go ahead and share it with your friends or post it on your Facebook wall. And yeah, I will be back next Sunday. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.